All right, welcome everybody. I wanted to make this video to go over your filter assignment. So again, a couple of reminders. Guys, always have your layer panel open. Again, layers is where it's at in Photoshop. You need to know what's actively going on in your layer panel. How do you open your layer panel? Again, any layer is found under Window. If it has a black check, it's currently open. If it does not have a black check, it is not open. Okay, so always have your layer panel open. Okay. All right, guys, also in your tool panel, a reminder, you can drag any panel and position it where you want. The tool panel defaults to a single column. I find it much easier and quicker to get to my tools in a double column, but that is completely up to you. Okay, guys, first step, you need an image. You need some kind of image. I would pick an image that had a lot of maybe color to it, so that you can see how the filters apply. Now this image is a little long, so I'm going to just copy a portion of it. I'm just going to start from here. I want it more closer to a square if possible. This is not a do or die thing. It's just my preference to kind of crop off some of this image. So I select it. You can Control C for copy or go to Edit Copy. Then you are ready to go back to your other document and you can edit paste or you can Control V. Okay, now sometimes images come in way bigger than our document. That's because of resolution. We will talk about that later. So to make this image smaller, I'm just going to Control T. Guys, Control T is the same as edit and transform. Okay, you can do all these things with edit transform. Right? So I'm just going to grab the corner box. You can make it a little smaller, move it. Okay. So again, this is called scaling. I'm scaling my image. Okay. Scaling it down. Okay, so I got it about where I want it. Guys, remember you got to apply the transformation by hitting the check, or you can hit enter on the keyboard. Now, guys, I want to zoom out a little bit so I can see my entire document. I can go up to view, and I have a lot of different options. Zoom in, which is Control plus. Zoom out, which is Control minus. I can fit on screen. I can go to 100 or 200%. I can go to actual size. So right now I just want to fit it on the screen. That doesn't really give me what I want, so I'm going to Control minus. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Okay, guys, this hand tool down here, it will pan around your document. This takes place of the scroll bars. Notice when I use this tool, look at my scroll bars on the right and the bottom. This takes place of the scroll bars. It's a time saver, and time is what? Time is money. Okay. So first thing, I'm going to position this into place. All right. And I want to rename that layer. So I'm going to rename this layer original. Why? Because it's the original image. I'm not going to how do I spell original? Move my cursor. Yeah, all right, there we go. I'm not going to apply any filter to this layer. Okay. So the next thing I need to do is get my type tool, and I need to type the word original underneath that layer. That way you and I know that this is the original image and no filter has been added. Now, guys, I want to show you a couple other things. In order to get our pictures lined up nice and straight and even, guys, you can go up to View and you can show a grid. Very helpful for lining things up vertically and horizontally. So I suggest you view your grid. Another thing I suggest, guys, is you always view your rulers. Then you'll see your ruler along the top, ruler along the left. Right now it's in pixels. We can right click on that ruler and change it to any increment. But right now we're going to keep it on pixels. Okay. All right, guys, now I'm ready to start duplicating my layers and adding more filters. So I'm just going to right click and I'm going to choose duplicate layer. Right? I'm going to leave it as original copy for now because I'm not sure which layer I'm going to add. Here I see I do have an original copy layer. You guys won't see anything over here and you're like, wait, did it work? Where is it? Where's the copy? That's why you need to have your layer panel open. Okay. Now, guys, again, you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard to move that layer. It's going pretty slow. So if I hold shift, it will move much faster. Okay, so I need 3 along the top and 3 along the bottom. All right, so now I'm ready to go to this filter. I want to apply a filter to it. I'm going to go to the filter gallery. Again, make sure you guys drop down all the way below this line to the filter gallery, not the one at the top. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here. I'll add stained glass. Guys, remember you can make adjustments to that filter, so you can customize the filter to make it look the way you want, and then hit OK. All right, guys, since that's the stained glass filter, I'm just going to come in here and duplicate that layer, or you could just go to your type tool and click and type a new one. Okay, so this is stained glass. All right, again, go to your move tool, try to use your arrow keys and kind of position things so they're nice and neat. Try to get your text and your images on the same line. Okay, now I need to rename this layer. Since I added stained glass, I'm going to add stained glass. Okay, boom. All right, I will do one more, and then I want to show you how you can drag your layer order in your layer panel. Okay, so I'm going to come here, right click, duplicate layer. Not sure what filter I'm going to add yet, so I'm going to leave it as the copy name. Again, I'm going to use shift and my arrow keys to kind of move that over. All right, I can adjust my layer panel over here if I need to. All right, so that'll be pretty good for now. All right, so what filter am I going to add now? Filter, come all the way below this line to filter gallery. Don't do this one, it will just repeat the last filter. So make sure you come all the way down below this line. Maybe go to another category. I like the cutout. Again, remember you can, oh, do you see what's happening, guys? I'm applying a filter on top of a filter, so that's not going to work for me. So I'm going to take this layer and I'm just going to drag it to the garbage can. So what I need to do is go back to the original and duplicate the original. That way, guys, you're not putting a filter on top of filter, and you can really see how the filter is going to look when it's applied to your original image. Okay, so make sure you are duplicating the original image and not the very last one you did. Okay. All right, I'm going to go up to filter, filter gallery, go to another filter gallery. Let's go to sketch. I want to use the charcoal. Nice little charcoal drawing of a flamingo. Again, you can adjust these sliders and get it the way you want. All right, a little more darkness in there. All right, and then hit OK. All right, again, now I need to get my type tool, and I need to type underneath it the name of the filter, charcoal. Guys, we're doing this so we can get used to what the filter looks like just by looking at the name. And I spelled it Charcola, which I'm going to leave because that's okay. All right, guys, for time purposes, I'm not going to do the bottom 3. I am going to kind of straighten these up a little bit and show you how you can change your layer order, but you would just continue, guys. You would duplicate a 4th, 5th, and 6th image layer. You would add another filter to each. Make sure you're adding the filter to the original. Sorry about that, guys. Make sure you're duplicating the original and adding the filter to the original. Don't add a filter on top of a filter on top of a filter, okay? So guys, what I want to do now is I'm just going to get my hand tool so I can move over here and kind of see my whole document. I just kind of want to go around and straighten things up a little bit. So I'm going to nudge my original over a little bit. I just want to get it nice and neat and organized. I got to go to the original text as well. I need to move that over. Guys, again, I'm using my grid to kind of make sure all my text and all my images are kind of lined up, nice and even. The human eye likes things that are nice and neat. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm going around, clicking on my layers, and I'm trying to get them kind of nice and neat on my document. Okay, so guys, here in your layer panel, you can change the layer order just by clicking and dragging. So on the original, I want my original text layer over the top. So I'm going to click and just drag. If you notice that blue line tells me where it's going to place it. So I want my original text layer on top of my original image layer. Okay. I forgot to rename this one. So you just double click. That's charcoal or charcola. Okay, but my second one's stained glass. So again, I want to drag that one down, find my stained glass text, drag that down right above my stained glass image. Then I have my charcoal, and I have my charcoal layer. All right. All right, guys, last thing I'm going to do, you don't technically have to do this, but this will be on your certification exam. So you do need to practice this so that you know how to do it, guys. And that's creating layer groups. So we create a new layer with this little plus. We're going to create a layer group here. It's going to give us our group 1. I'm going to rename that images. And then check this out, guys. I'm going to take all my images and drag them into that layer group. Okay, guys, this is organization. I want things to be nice and neat and organized. Okay, so I can drag all those in there. All right, now I can create another layer group if I want, and I can call that text. Okay, and then maybe I'd take, guys, if you hold shift, you can select more than one item. So you can actually drag all those layers in there at the same time. All right, actually this needs to come down here. Okay, put all my images in the image group. All right, so guys, now instead of having all these layers and it's really confusing, everything's nice and neat and organized. I got my images named the filter in a images folder. I got all my text layers named the filter and in a folder. So that's more nice, neat, and organized. Okay. All right, guys, I hope that helps. Hopefully you have fun with the filter project.